Have you ever felt like life is just zooming by and you're kind of stuck, like standing still, wondering if maybe there's more?
Oh, yeah.
Like way more to all of this. Like maybe you can be
Felt
so much more you.
I think that is a feeling we all have at some point, right?
Right.
That there's more.
Totally. And so today we are diving deep
I love a good deep dive.
into You Are a Badass.
Classic.
It is a classic. It's Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life.
It is an awesome title.
Oh, it's so good. And, you know, our awesome listener, you, sent in some really interesting parts.
Excellent.
That you flagged for us.
Yeah.
And we always want to make sure we're hitting those points that really resonate, right?
Absolutely. So those aha moments.
Yeah, the aha moments. That's what it's all about. And we want to do it without you feeling like you're reading some boring textbook, right?
That's right.
We're keeping it conversational.
Definitely.
Be interesting.
And fun, hopefully.
And fun. So let's be real for a sec.
Okay.
The self-help section of the bookstore, it can be a little,
It can be a little much.
yeah, you know, a little over the top.
A little too much rah-rah sometimes.
The rah-rah. And Sincero even talks about
Yeah.
being a little resistant at first
Totally.
to the churchiness of it all
Yeah.
and those unwanted hugs.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling a little skeptical, we get it.
We totally get
We
it.
totally get it. But stick with us
Yeah.
because there is some really insightful stuff in this book.
Really true.
Really, truly.
And I think it actually makes it even more believable in a way that she was initially cynical.
Right.
Like she wasn't just some rah-rah person from the start. She came to it,
Yes.
honestly.
After being a cynic.
Exactly.
Okay, so the book really starts off looking at like why? Why do we feel this
Okay.
disconnect?
Why are we stuck?
Why are we stuck? Right. And she says a big part of it is the subconscious mind,
Right.
which,
That makes sense.
you know, it makes total sense. But like, explain to our listener, you know, how so many of us are basically running on this default setting
Sure.
from beliefs that we've just absorbed without even realizing it.
Yeah, so this is kind of like the autopilot mode, right?
Yeah.
And it's running a program that was developed
Okay.
like way back, like in our childhood.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's the beliefs and assumptions that we took in back then from our environment, you know, parents, teachers, friends,
Yeah.
all that. And they just kind of got embedded.
Totally.
And now they're shaping how we see the world
Right.
and how we interact with the world.
And as adults.
As adults.
So that's the waking up part.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
when we're finally like, hold on a sec, let me examine this program.
Yes.
And so she talks about the difference between our conscious mind, like the one we're using right now, to think,
To have this
conversation,
Right.
and then the subconscious. And she says the subconscious is like the real
Like the operating system.
the operating system
Yeah.
for our lives. It's holding all those early beliefs.
That we just downloaded
Yeah.
without even thinking.
Without even thinking.
Yeah, it's like the architecture, like the foundation of a building.
It's so interesting.
It is.
Then
The conscious mind is like our immediate awareness, right? Like what we're thinking about right now.
Yeah.
But the subconscious is like
Deeper.
all the deep stuff, all the patterns and the associations, and they're just happening automatically. We don't even realize it.
Yeah.
It's just running in the background.
So that's when we find ourselves like,
Yeah.
why does this always happen to me?
What is my problem?
What is my problem?
And the answer
Yeah.
lies
In those limiting beliefs.
in those hidden beliefs.
Yeah.
And those limiting beliefs act like
Like a filter.
a filter for how we see everything.
Exactly. So if the filter is,
Negative? If the filter's saying you're not good enough,
you can't do it.
it's too hard,
It's too scary.
then that's how you're going to see the world.
Wow.
And it's going to show up in your reality.
So this is what I think is so fascinating.
Yeah.
So let's say we really want something, right? Consciously, like a promotion at work,
Sure.
a better relationship, whatever it is.
A new house.
But if our subconscious has this,
Contradictory.
this conflicting belief,
I'm not worthy.
I'm not
Or
worth,
I'll never get that.
I never get
Then
to
we're in this constant conflict.
total conflict.
Yeah.
And she,
She compares it to
yeah,
driving with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake.
such a good analogy.
It really is. It's like we're trying to move forward, but
That something's holding us back.
yeah, something's holding us back.
Oh, and she also has this other analogy I love,
What's that?
trying to fix a wonky porch.
Okay.
But the real problem, yeah,
is a dead skunk underneath.
oh, wow, okay.
That's
So
not
we're focused
the symptom.
on the symptom, but we're
But the
ignoring
root cause is down there,
the root cause.
and it's stinking the whole place up.
That's powerful.
So she really encourages our listener
Mm-hmm.
to think
Yeah.
about those areas in your life where you feel stuck,
Okay.
like consistently stuck.
Like it keeps happening over and over again.
Yes. Maybe
Yeah.
it's money,
Money, relationships,
relationships,
career, health.
Yeah.
And to start asking,
What are the beliefs?
yeah, what are those beliefs?
What are those underlying beliefs? This is a good one.
She even says to think about what
Yeah.
your parents believe
Oh, yeah.
about those things.
Because we often just,
Inherit.
we inherit them.
Yeah, without even realizing it.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
what did your parents believe about money?
Mm-hmm.
Did they struggle with money?
Right. Did they think it was bad to have money?
Did they think you had to work really hard for money?
Did they think rich people were evil?
Yes.
All of that stuff.
Oh, it's so interesting. And she actually talks about her own journey, right?
Yeah, she wasn't always into this
Well,
stuff.
she was
cynical.
a cynic
Yeah.
about anything spiritual
Uh-huh.
until she
Until she hit rock bottom.
hit rock bottom. She says she was broke and clueless.
Yeah.
And that's when she was finally open to
She knew ideas.
exploring these ideas.
Mhm.
And she started seeing real change.
Right. Like sometimes it's when our old ways of thinking fail us.
Yeah.
That we're like, okay, maybe there's something else out there.
I need a new way.
Yes. A new way of thinking.
So this leads into
Yep.
this idea of vibrational frequency.
Ooh. I love this concept.
Yes.
It sounds so woo-woo, but it makes so much sense.
It does. She talks about, low frequencies,
Right.
like pessimism,
Negativity.
neediness, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
And then high frequencies.
Right, like positivity,
Positivity.
joy,
Yeah.
gratitude,
Wow.
and how the energy you put out
Uh-huh.
attracts
It attracts similar experiences.
similar experiences. So like if you're putting out
Yeah.
low frequency,
You're going to attract more low-frequency stuff.
low frequency stuff.
Yeah, it's like trying to tune into your favorite radio station.
Oh, I love this analogy.
But your dial's off.
The dial's way off.
And you're just getting static.
You're getting static, yeah. Or like the wrong station.
Yeah, like you want to listen to like, I don't know, upbeat pop music.
Oh,
and you're stuck on
the
like
radio.
talk radio or
Or
something.
the classical.
Classical music. Yeah, it's not a match.
It's not a match.
But this is important.
This is so important, and I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
Maintaining a positive vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a magic spell.
It's not going to magically make everything.
You need that aligned energy, but you also need
action.
action.
You got to do the work.
You got to do the work. It's both.
It's both, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just sit on your couch and visualize
Right.
and expect everything to fall into your lap.
You got to get up and do something.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's move on to part 2.
Okay.
Bustin' the big snooze.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
I love this.
Tell me more.
What is the big snooze?
Well, she calls it BS sometimes.
BS. Yeah.
Sure.
So basically, it's the ego.
Yeah.
That part of us that's,
Insecure,
yeah.
needs validation from other people.
Yes.
Doesn't want to change.
I don't want to grow.
Yeah, scared of everything.
So scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the voice of self-doubt.
The self-doubt.
Yeah.
Like that inner critic.
Yeah, that little voice in your head that's always telling you,
You're not good enough.
you can't do it.
What are people going to think?
They're all going to laugh at you.
And don't even try.
Oh, it's the worst.
And she contrasts this with
Right.
our true self.
Yeah, the real you.
The real you.
The superhero you.
The superhero you.
Yeah.
Which she says is connected to
Self-energy.
source energy.
Yeah.
It gets its validation
From within.
from within.
Not from other people.
It doesn't need anyone else to tell it it's awesome.
Exactly. It knows it's awesome.
It lives the
In the present moment.
Not in the past, not in the future.
And the big snooze is a huge obstacle.
It is growth.
It hates change.
She says it resists change.
Yeah.
Like an overprotective parent
I love that analogy.
trying to keep you safe,
Yeah. But it's keeping us small.
keeping you small,
Like a little bonsai tree.
like a little bonsai tree.
Yeah, instead of letting us grow tall and strong.
Oh, and she also has this other analogy.
Go on.
She says it's like when you try to quit smoking
Okay.
or break an addiction.
Yeah.
And you get
Withdrawal.
withdrawal symptoms.
The big snooze doesn't like to be ignored.
The big snooze does not like to be ignored. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm not getting enough attention.
I'm going to create some drama.
I'm going to create some drama.
Make you feel bad.
And she even tells this crazy story about
I didn't
this
know.
client
Okay.
whose life just
Fell apart.
Fell apart.
What?
Right after he decided to leave his horrible job.
Like his soul-crushing job.
His soul-crushing job.
To start his dream business.
To pursue his dream. And all this stuff started happening.
Like what?
Flat tire, car accidents.
Oh, no.
Exploding pipes in his house.
Oh, my God.
She's like, this was the big snooze trying to sabotage him.
Wow, so that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like the ego's freaking out.
Yeah.
This isn't how we do things.
I'm losing control.
We're supposed to be safe and miserable.
Oh, it's so funny. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
She says it takes the same amount of energy.
The same amount of energy.
To believe we're awesome.
Right.
As it does.
To believe all that negative stuff.
To believe all the negative stuff. It's like pushing a giant marshmallow.
Oh, I love that analogy.
Up a hill.
That's so true.
You're using all this effort.
Yeah.
And it just keeps rolling back down.
And you get nowhere.
You get nowhere.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
And she says flat out, you, our listener.
You're listening right now.
You are already a badass.
You don't have to prove it.
You don't have to prove it.
You just are.
It's non-negotiable.
It's your birthright.
It's your birthright.
I love that.
I love that too.
And then she talks about
the
importance of being present.
Oh, the present moment.
The present moment. So she contrasts like dwelling on the past.
Which leads to depression.
Which leads to depression.
Yeah.
And worrying about the future.
Which leads to anxiety.
Which leads to anxiety.
Yeah.
With the peace.
Right.
And power.
The power of now.
Of being present.
Yeah.
And she talks about...
I love this story.
Oh, being in pigeon pose in yoga.
In yoga, but completely in her head.
Yeah, not present at all.
And not present at all. Like freaking out.
About her to-do list.
About everything.
Oh my God, we've all been there.
I know.
And she makes this really good point about all the time and energy we waste on what she calls junk food thoughts.
Junk food thoughts, yeah. Those thoughts that don't serve us.
Don't serve us at all.
Oh, we keep eating them anyway.
They're so addictive.
I know, like potato chips.
Oh my God, yes.
You can't just have one.
Instead of enjoying this amazing present moment.
This miracle.
Yeah,
we're in.
That we're in. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
And she even mentions how sometimes the universe sends us...
like wake-up calls.
Wake-up calls, like in the movies.
Yeah.
When someone almost dies.
And they realize.
And they're like, oh my God.
Life is precious.
Been wasting my time.
I need to change my ways.
And who does she say?
Are the masters of being present.
Kids and animals.
Kids and animals.
I are so good at it. They're just in the moment.
Completely absorbed, 100%, in whatever they're doing.
Yeah, no worries about the past or the future.
No past, no future, just now.
Just now.
And here's the big thing.
Yeah.
She says, everything we're striving for, connection, financial freedom, those amazing experiences.
Yeah.
They're actually already here.
Right.
In the present moment.
In some form.
In some form, yeah.
That's interesting.
We're just so focused on what's missing that we don't see
it's already there.
What's already here.
Right.
Okay, let's get into part 3.
Okay, I'm excited.
How to tap into the mother load.
Sounds promising.
I know, right? And first up, affirmations.
Affirmations.
She is all about the power
Yeah.
of repeating positive statements
over and over
to rewire your brain.
Yeah, it's like brainwashing yourself.
It is, but in a good way.
In a good way.
And she says,
you got to find what works for you.
Yeah.
Some people like to say them out loud.
Yeah.
Some people write them down.
Yeah.
Put them on sticky notes.
Post-it notes everywhere.
Everywhere. Mirror, computer, fridge.
But the key is
to feel them.
To feel them.
Like really believe them.
Like really believe it and to want it to be true.
Yes, you gotta want it.
Gotta want it.
It's not just going through the motions.
Okay, next, she talks about doing things you love.
Yes.
Like actually making them a priority.
Not just something you do.
If you have time.
Yeah, if you have time.
She's like, make the time.
Make the time.
And she really encourages you to look at where you're letting yourself down.
Where are you neglecting yourself?
Yes. Like, where are you not giving yourself?
The things that light you up.
The things that light you up.
Yeah.
This one really got me.
Yeah.
She talks about the surprisingly negative impact.
Oh, yeah.
Of constantly making fun of yourself.
Even if it seems like...
harmless, like self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, we all do it.
We all do it.
But
she says it can actually...
it reinforces those negative...
reinforce those negative beliefs.
Yeah, because our thoughts become...
it's reality.
Our reality.
Fidelity, what we think.
We become. We become.
Yeah.
So be mindful of those thoughts.
Yeah, choose your thoughts carefully.
And then this is huge.
Okay.
Stop caring what anyone else thinks of you.
Oh, that's a big one.
I love this.
I know, it's so freeing.
So freeing. She's like, the only questions that matter
Yeah.
are, 1, do I want it? 2, will it take me where I want to go?
Yeah.
And
Will
3,
it hurt anyone else?
will it hurt anyone else?
Yeah.
That's it.
Everything else is just noise.
Everything else is noise. And she talks about
Yeah.
the Wright brothers.
Oh,
You can just imagine.
all the people telling him they were crazy.
Everyone telling them they were crazy.
You can't fly.
You can't fly.
That's impossible.
Look what they did.
Yeah.
They changed the world.
They changed the world. And
Wow.
she makes this really good point
Yeah.
that what other people think about you is usually more about them.
It's about their stuff.
Their stuff, their own
Beliefs, their insecurities,
insecurities.
their experiences.
It's not about you.
Yeah, it's not personal.
And she cautions against
Yeah.
always seeking external approval.
Because you're giving away
You're giving away your power.
your power.
Ultimately, what's true for you is all that matters.
What resonates with you?
What resonates with you, yes.
Yeah.
She also talks about, like,
Yeah.
really checking your motivations
Oh, it's good.
for your actions.
So, like, are you doing things out of fear?
Fear.
Like fear of failure, fear of judgment?
Or from a place of strength and truth.
Like what feels right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, are you aligned
Yeah.
with your values?
With your values, your truth.
And then, this is huge,
What is it?
take action. She's like, get out of your head
Stop overthinking.
and take action.
Just do something.
Just do something.
Imperfect action is better than no action.
Imperfect action is better than no action. Even small steps
Yeah.
create momentum.
Momentum. And
This is a good one.
she says, don't reinvent the wheel.
Oh, that's right.
Look at people.
Whose lives you admire.
Yeah, whose lives you admire.
Yeah.
And see what resonates with you.
Yeah, see what they're doing.
About their approach.
With their ideas.
Steal their ideas.
In a good way, of course.
In a good way.
Yeah.
And she talks about that feeling of like,
Yeah.
when you're calling,
Feels too big.
feels too big.
Too impossible.
Too impossible.
Yeah.
And she's like, be audacious.
Be bold.
Go for it.
Full on.
Full on.
100%.
100%. She
Yeah.
tells this story about
What's up?
this guy she calls the loincloth man
Oh, yeah.
as an example
Of someone
just
owning their truth.
owning their truth no
Yes.
matter what, no matter how weird it seems.
No matter how weird. Okay, so next she talks about meditation.
Meditation. I know sometimes people are like, ugh, meditation.
It can sound a little,
Yeah.
ooh,
A little intimidating.
a little intimidating.
Yeah.
But she presents it as a really powerful tool
It is.
for quieting the mind.
Yeah, that monkey mind.
The monkey mind.
That's always chattering.
and connecting with
that source energy.
Right, source energy.
Yeah.
And she emphasizes that even just
5 minutes.
5 minutes can make a huge difference.
And she gives some really simple ways to start,
Like what?
like setting a timer,
Okay.
focusing on
Like a candle flame.
a candle flame,
Yeah.
or visualizing a beam of light.
Yeah. Or you can do guided meditations.
Guided meditations.
Yeah, there are tons of apps out there.
There are so many apps.
So many resources.
And she totally acknowledges
yeah,
how hard it can be
to meditate.
to meditate in this world.
In this world of
Constant distraction.
constant distraction, our phones,
Social media.
social media,
Emails.
emails.
It's hard to quiet the mind,
It's so hard.
but it's so worth it.
It is worth it. And
Yeah.
she quotes James Allen,
Oh, yeah.
who says, mind is the master power.
It's so true.
It's so true.
Our thoughts create
Our reality.
our reality.
Yeah.
So if you want to change your reality,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got to change your thoughts.
Change your thoughts.
Yeah.
And this is crucial.
Yeah.
She says you need to start changing your thinking
Hmm.
before you
Reflecting
see
that.
the evidence,
Before you see the result.
before you see the results. We often want the proof first.
Right. We want to see it. But
She's like, to believe it
belief comes
before the evidence?
before the evidence.
Yeah.
And she tells this great story about
Tell me.
this woman who just knew
Okay.
she would own a villa in Italy.
A villain in Italy, despite
Even
the
though
evidence to the contrary.
she had no money, no connections.
And she made it happen.
Wow. That's amazing.
It is amazing.
The power of belief.
A power of belief. Okay, so
How do we do it? How do we change our thinking?
she lays out some practical ways.
Okay, I'm ready.
So first, ask in it.